Hello everyone, how are you? Hope you're fine. So today's lesson is going to be grammar, the adverbs of frequency. So here we have adverbs of frequency. What are the adverbs of frequency? So the adverbs of frequency are always, usually, often, sometimes, hardly ever or rarely, and never. Let's begin with always. So here we have always and we have 100%. What does always mean? Let's go to the example. You are always late. You are always late. It means you are every day late. Every time and all the time you are late. So always it means all the time. Okay, so that's why we have 100%. Next one is usually. So usually 90%. It is less than always. We usually go to the cinema on Sunday. So which means every Sunday we go to the cinema except some Sundays. Often 70%. He often cooks pasta. He often cooks pasta. It means he cooks pasta very often, every time. Sometimes is 50%. We sometimes order pizza for dinner. We sometimes order pizza for dinner, not all the time, not always, but sometimes. Okay? Then, hardly ever or rarely, 10%. She hardly ever smiles. She hardly ever smiles or she rarely smiles. It means a person that does not smile. Okay? Rarely smiles. Rarement. And then we have never, 0%. They are never at home when we call. So they are never at home when we call. When we call them on the phone, they are never at home. Okay? So never. For example, I never lie. I never lie. I always tell the truth. I never lie. Okay, so these are the adverbs of frequency. They tell us how frequently something is done. Is it always done? It means every day, or usually, or often, or sometimes from time to time, or rarely, or never. Okay, let's go to the word order. So here we have the positive subject plus frequency adverb plus verb. He often cooks pasta. So the frequency adverb comes between the subject and the main verb, all the time before the verb. Okay, he often cooks pasta. Then we have subject plus the verb to be plus frequency adverb. Here, the verb to be is different. You see, we have you are always late. We have the verb to be plus the frequency adverb. So it's the opposite. Then, questions. We have the auxiliary plus subject plus frequency adverb. Are you always late? Does he often cook? So use never and hardly ever with positive verbs. So never use, always. use never and hardly ever with positive verbs. Never use them with negative. For example, he isn't never late. This is not correct. So the correct one, he is never late. Then another example, they don't hardly ever go to the library. It's not correct. They hardly ever go to the library. So never and hardly ever are always used with the positive. We never use them with the negative. So these are the adverbs of frequency. I hope the lesson is clear. See you next time. Bye.